The 2014 UEFA Champions League Final will forever be remembered as one of the most dramatic nights in football history. On May 24, 2014, the city of Lisbon hosted a historic showdown between two fierce rivals from Madrid. Real Madrid entered the match chasing La Decima, their long-awaited 10th European Cup, while Atletico Madrid dreamed of winning the Champions League for the first time in the club's history. The stage was set for a final that would become legendary. Throughout the 2013-14 season, Atletico Madrid had surprised the football world. Under Diego Simeone, they had built a team based on discipline, teamwork, and relentless determination. They had already beaten Barcelona and Real Madrid several times during the season and had just won the Spanish league title. Their confidence was at an all-time high, and many believed they could complete an unforgettable double by lifting Europe's biggest trophy. Real Madrid, led by Carlo Ancelotti, possessed one of the strongest squads in world football. Cristiano Ronaldo was enjoying a sensational season, Gareth Bale had arrived in a record-breaking transfer, Karim Benzema continued to deliver in attack, and Luka Modric controlled the midfield with elegance. Sergio Ramos, Pepe, Marcelo, and Iker Casillas formed the backbone of a team determined to return to the summit of European football. From the opening whistle, both teams understood the magnitude of the occasion. Every tackle, every pass, and every run carried enormous importance. Atletico defended with incredible organization, refusing to give Real Madrid any easy opportunities. Simeone's players pressed aggressively, blocked passing lanes, and fought for every loose ball. Real Madrid enjoyed more possession but struggled to break through Atletico's disciplined defensive structure. Cristiano Ronaldo searched for space, Gareth Bale made dangerous runs, and Angel Di Maria constantly looked to create chances, but Atletico remained compact and composed. The breakthrough arrived in the first half through a set piece. Diego Godin rose brilliantly to head the ball into the net, giving Atletico Madrid a precious lead. The goal stunned Real Madrid supporters while Atletico fans erupted in celebration. Suddenly, the dream of winning their first Champions League title seemed closer than ever. As the second half began, Real Madrid increased the pressure. Marcelo attacked from the left, Modric dictated the tempo, and Di Maria became increasingly influential. Atletico, however, continued to defend heroically. Every clearance, interception, and tackle was greeted with loud cheers from their supporters. Time continued to slip away for Real Madrid. Minutes turned into seconds, and Atletico edged closer to making history. Carlo Ancelotti encouraged his players to remain patient and continue attacking. The belief inside the Real Madrid squad never disappeared despite the difficult circumstances. With normal time almost over, Real Madrid earned one final corner. Luka Modric stepped forward to deliver the cross. The ball floated into the penalty area, where Sergio Ramos timed his jump perfectly. His powerful header flew into the net, sending Real Madrid fans into absolute ecstasy. It was one of the most iconic goals ever scored in a Champions League final. The equalizer completely transformed the atmosphere. Atletico players, who had been seconds away from victory, suddenly faced another 30 minutes of football. Emotionally exhausted after defending for so long, they struggled to recover from the devastating blow. Extra time belonged to Real Madrid. Their confidence grew with every attack, while Atletico found it increasingly difficult to maintain the same defensive intensity. The momentum had completely shifted. The second goal arrived after a brilliant attacking move. Angel Di Maria drove forward, forcing a save before Gareth Bale reacted quickest to head the rebound into the net. Real Madrid had finally taken the lead, and the stadium exploded with celebration. Bale's goal rewarded months of hard work and justified the faith placed in him during his first season at the club. Atletico attempted to respond, but fatigue had taken its toll. Spaces began to appear across the pitch, allowing Real Madrid to launch dangerous counterattacks. Marcelo, who had worked tirelessly throughout the match, found himself in space and produced an excellent finish to make it 3-1. The goal effectively ended Atletico's hopes of a comeback. Late in extra time, Cristiano Ronaldo converted a penalty to seal a memorable 4-1 victory. Although he had not enjoyed his most influential performance during the match, his goal allowed him to finish an extraordinary Champions League campaign in style. His celebration reflected years of determination and the immense pressure that surrounded Real Madrid's pursuit of their 10th European title. When the final whistle sounded, players, coaches, and supporters celebrated one of the greatest achievements in the club's history. Real Madrid had finally secured La Decima after more than a decade of waiting. The emotional scenes inside the stadium demonstrated just how much the trophy meant to everyone connected with the club. Sergio Ramos became the symbol of the final. His dramatic equalizer remains one of football's greatest clutch moments and is still replayed by fans around the world. Without that goal, football history might have been completely different. Carlo Ancelotti received enormous praise for his calm leadership throughout the competition. His ability to manage world-class players while maintaining harmony inside the squad proved invaluable. The victory further strengthened his reputation as one of football's finest managers. For Atletico Madrid, the defeat was heartbreaking. They had defended magnificently for almost the entire match and stood moments away from achieving the greatest success in the club's history. Although the result was painful, their journey inspired millions of football fans and earned widespread respect across the world. The final also showcased the importance of never giving up. Real Madrid continued believing until the very last seconds of normal time. That resilience ultimately changed everything. Football often rewards teams that continue fighting regardless of the scoreline, and this match became the perfect example. Years later, supporters still debate where this final ranks among the greatest Champions League matches ever played. Its combination of drama, emotion, rivalry, and unforgettable moments makes it a timeless classic. For Real Madrid supporters, La Decima represented the continuation of the club's extraordinary European legacy. It opened the door to an era of unprecedented success that would see the club dominate the Champions League in the years that followed. For neutral fans, the 2014 final demonstrated why football remains the world's most beloved sport. One moment can completely transform a match, creating memories that last forever. From Godin's opening goal to Ramos' dramatic equalizer and Real Madrid's extra-time brilliance, every chapter added to one of the greatest stories ever written in European football. More than a decade later, the images remain unforgettable: Sergio Ramos celebrating in front of the supporters, Gareth Bale delivering when it mattered most, Marcelo's joyful smile, Cristiano Ronaldo lifting the trophy, and Carlo Ancelotti quietly enjoying the reward for his team's determination. The 2014 UEFA Champions League Final was not simply about winning a trophy. It was about resilience, belief, teamwork, and the refusal to surrender until the very last whistle. Those qualities transformed an already historic match into one of football's greatest nights, ensuring that Real Madrid's 4-1 victory over Atletico Madrid will forever hold a special place in Champions League history.